Hi, I'm Tala, and I want to be beautiful. That's my goal in life. I just want to be beautiful. Call me superficial or shallow, I really don't care. What I care about is being beautiful. And no, I'm not like these MSA girls where they're like, oh, my sister is prettier. My hair is curly and dark, and my sister's hair is blonde and silky. Then she meets a guy, and he's like, I'd die to be with a pretty girl like you. And she's like, huh, are you kidding me? I'm not pretty. My sister makes fun of me. And he's like, no, she's jealous because she sees you as a threat, etc., etc. No, trust me, I'm not pretty, and I'm smart enough to know that. Oh, speaking of MSA, please like and subscribe, and you'll wake up prettier tomorrow. Yeah, right. I was born in a house of 5 girls, and no, they're not prettier. We're all average. I'm the 3rd daughter. I'm not going to introduce all 4 sisters now because I don't want things to get overwhelming. I'll introduce them when their roles come in. Our mom left us when we were young. I was only 5. I never knew why, and my dad had a different story each time.
She left because she found a fortune under a tree and ran away with it. Our hen laid a golden egg and she ran away with it. Her hair never stopped growing and she'd cut it and sell it every 3 days. So she became rich and left.
They were all stupid reasons and it didn't make any sense. But when we grew up, we kind of understood that he just used metaphors. Mom probably found a rich man and ran away with him. Okay, so Dad married our stepmom, and let's call her Zigbag. My older sister Mia came up with it. Her reasoning was that our stepmom's body was like a zigzag-shaped bag. I don't even know what that means, but that's Mia. She had a nickname for everyone. Mine is Tunafis, because when I was very young, I couldn't pronounce the sh sound, and once I said Tunafis, and that name has stuck with me ever since. And don't get me wrong, I loved Zigbag. She was awesome and took care of us like her own. She had problems and couldn't have children, poor thing, but she had us. Yeah, not the best thing to have. Mia hated her, and my second oldest sister, Cynthia, also hated her just because Mia told her to. Those two were like peas in a pod. Cynthia would do anything Mia said. If Mia said she had to jump into the sea, Cynthia would do that without even hesitating. I was Zigbag's favorite stepdaughter, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, being her favorite didn't help me with anything, just her feelings toward me were stronger. And maybe that's cause I looked like her a bit, and people would assume that I was her birth daughter. And most of the time, she didn't even correct them. Maybe she adored that feeling and didn't adore me for me. That's me, by the way. Cute, right? Don't ask about the hair. Focus on the earrings, please. You like them? Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. So, Mia and Cynthia would pull pranks on Zigbag, and their pranks were really smart. Like, when you hear this example, you'll know that whoever thought of this is someone who knows what they're doing. Once there was this bazaar of handmade jewelry being held in our town, and we all knew our stepmom was going there in the evening. She also loved making jewelry to sell. It wasn't a huge income, but it helped back then. So, Mia and Cynthia were there earlier that day. They knew most of the sellers were judgmental, bitter old ladies from small towns and villages. When my sisters got there, they started crying.
Can someone give us a hug? We're orphans and we have no mom. We're poor. Give us a hug. A hug, give us. Our stepmom is evil. She doesn't take care of us. She steals from us. She steals from us. She steals. Tonight, she'll come and she'll sell our jewelry. The jewelry our deceased mom gave us. Don't buy from her. From her, don't buy it.
And they fell on their knees and started crying, begging people to save them. The women there hugged them and promised to teach our stepmom a lesson. And they sure did. Stepmom took me with her that evening, and the moment she got there, some women snatched me away from her and attacked her like crazy. Poor thing. Her body did look like a zigzag after the attack. So, stepmom couldn't go back to the bazaar, and we really needed the money. So, I got an idea. The next day, I stole Cynthia's tambourine and Mia's skirt and went to the bazaar looking like a gypsy. I started dancing, clapping, and singing. Some people were laughing and some gave me money. And I made a good amount. I knew exactly what to buy.
I noticed that your bag is old and worn out, so I got you this one. It's not fancy, but yeah.
Oh, Talia, you're the sweetest. I wish your sisters were more like you. Zigbag bought me a new outfit to thank me. Ah, she's the sweetest. Ignore my smile, please. I was just super happy that I got the bigger bear, while Cynthia got the smaller one. I won over her for once. See, guys? I told you my name and even showed you my real face, unlike everyone's favorite ramen. I mean, I love her too, but she didn't even tell you her name or show her real picture. Now please, MSA owner, don't add the link to the ramen video in the left corner for people to watch while I'm talking talking. I don't want the lovely audience to click on it and leave me. Please, sir, don't do it. And yes, I know you're a guy because I also watched the video that talked about you. And please, don't add that above me. Just in the description box. It's my video and it's my moment. I want to enjoy it. And guys, in case they betrayed me and added links while I'm talking, don't click. Be loyal to me. Being loyal is awesome. Anyway, back to the story. Zigbag wasn't awful to my sisters. Like, she was just an average, angry stepmom, nothing extreme. I think my youngest sisters would agree with me because they loved her. Eva was 1 year younger and Debbie was 2 years younger than me. They looked almost the same and people thought they were twins. They were very nitpicky, but stepmom never complained. She'd cook anything they asked. Like this one time, Zigbag made pasta and Eva and Debbie wouldn't eat it with just any tomato sauce. They wanted Heinz ketchup only. The bottle was a bit expensive back then, so stepmom would use it when needed and then hide it in some closet. But that night, Mia came in and snatched it and started squeezing it at Eva and Debbie until it was all empty. I jumped at Mia to stop her, but Cynthia held me back. She was stronger than any girl I knew. Man, a punch from this girl would make you half blind if she hit you in the stomach. Mia, why are you so mean? I'm not mean, I'm just gray. What? Why are you talking about colors? You're dumb. I just asked you one question. I just want to know. And I answered your question, so you would know. What? I gave stepmom my pocket money I'd been saving to buy my sisters their favorite ketchup. You see, Mia wasn't mean. She was gray. Yeah, I understood what she meant when I got a bit older. Like once when Zigbag was admitted to the hospital for 2 weeks, Mia acted like our mom and she took good care of us. She'd do that every time Zigbag had to leave us. You see, she had this sparkle in her eyes that tells you that this girl would have a better personality if she'd lived in some different, better circumstances, I guess. And yeah, maybe you got the impression that Mia and Cynthia were like a team and Eva and Debbie were like a team. And yep, I was stuck in the middle. Maybe my stupid closeness to stepmom created this gap between me and my sisters? I don't know. I hate odd numbers. Why didn't mom give birth to a 6th daughter and then she could have run to wherever she wanted? But at least I had dad. Dad was cool, but he didn't have much time for us. Not because he was busy or something. He just wasn't a family man. He'd go to work, meet his brother or some friends, then come home, eat dinner, and sleep. But I loved him, and for some reason, I always felt a bit sorry for him. His wife left him alone with 5 girls, and he married someone you could tell he wasn't in love with. Life was hard on him. But I have some cool memories with him. Like growing up, we all used to watch Lizzie McGuire. And man, I was so in love with Lizzie's beauty, especially her hair. Her bangs were my dream. So once in 5th grade, I took a pair of scissors and started cutting my bangs in our bathroom to look like her. Suddenly, Eva knocked on the door crying that she needed to use the bathroom. Just go poop under a rock outside. I swear, if you don't open it, I'm calling Cynthia to break down the door. I opened the door and Eva looked at me like I was an alien. Just use the bathroom and leave. I won't look. Can you also cut my bangs? You look so cool. I happily did that, and I was so proud of myself. I even started seeing myself as a famous, wealthy, bossy hairstylist with my own salon where I'd make Mia and Cynthia my maids. But I snapped back to reality when Mia barged in and saw us. She started laughing like crazy. She said we looked like Dumb and Dumber. Everyone made fun of us, and Zigbag didn't even take us to the hair salon. She tried to fix our hair herself, which made it even worse. I played cool and pretended I wasn't affected by all their laughing, but boy, it hurt so much. And sorry, I'm not sharing a picture. It's embarrassing enough, but it looks like this girl I found on the internet. Yeah. That night, I couldn't sleep, so I went to the kitchen to get a glass of water. I found Dad sitting on the couch, and he looked preoccupied. He jumped when he saw me. Come on, laugh. I can take it. I already looked ugly before. Now I look double ugly.
You were never ugly, Tala.
Yeah, but not pretty. Dad, you're not a girl and you don't get it. You don't know how ugly it feels feeling ugly. You're a guy, a good-looking one.
But I'm short.
Huh?
Yeah, I think a girl feeling ugly is equivalent to a guy being short and feeling small. At least you girls have makeup, huh? Oh, okay, not funny? Oh, come on. Why the sad face? Listen, are you hungry? I stole this half a pizza box from your uncle. Come here. Come on, sit next to me and let's eat until we forget our sorrows.
I spent that night eating pizza and laughing with Dad. He was so fun when he wanted to be. Thank God things at school weren't bad. Like, no one noticed my ugly hair. I never got bullied. I guess because I wasn't an enjoyable target for bullies. Maybe they just felt bad for me. A poor, motherless girl with 4 sisters and a zig-bagged stepmom? Maybe. Or maybe because I had some cool talent. I loved writing funny poems about the teachers and their boring classes, and sometimes about their faces. I'd sometimes share them with my classmates, and they thought I was funny. But once, when I was in 8th grade, Miss Tall saw my notebook, and I was terrified. But instead, she was impressed. She asked me to recite my poems in front of the entire school, and I happily agreed. Everything was going fine, and I was making people laugh, but I think I went a bit too far when I talked about Mr. Handsome, our history teacher. Oh, our teacher of history. Your name is handsome, so contradictory. What you teach is a mystery. Making you upset is our victory. Quit, just go to work for delivery. It's the truth, not a conspiracy theory. We hate your class. Sorry, not sorry. Please don't be upset or angry. Just go home and end our misery. Needless to say, Mr. Handsome was furious. The next day, he barged into our classroom like a raging bull.
I swear, if I ever see you presenting your stupid poems again, I'll make you regret it.
What are you gonna do? Hit me? Instead of insulting me here, why don't you take the hint and improve your teaching? I don't even know where that came from. Guys, I think doing presentations and giving speeches do improve your confidence, at least temporarily. So listen to your sister in MSA. Practice public speaking. Oh, where were we? Yeah, so he kept shouting and asked for my parents to come in. The next day, Zigbag came and shouted at him. I swear she would have hit him if it weren't for some teachers to calm her down. And yes, I continued with my poems, and Miss Tall got me a present. It was a makeup palette. I don't know if I should judge a teacher who gives makeup as a gift to poetry students, but I wasn't complaining. That day, I started putting makeup on. Just some eyeliner, blush, concealer, and lip gloss. I felt a bit more confident, and it felt good. I didn't even look much like Zigbag, and I kind of started making more friends. You thought now my life was better, and the title MSA will put on my story is From an Invisible Girl to a Beauty Queen or something. Nope, because some years later, wearing makeup to school wasn't that new anymore. Everyone was wearing it, including my sisters. They looked really good, especially Mia. Don't ask me why I wanted to be pretty so badly. I really don't have an answer. And yes, I had some other cool characteristics. I know that, but I don't know, man. Meanwhile, things at home weren't good. Dad would spend a lot of his time outside, and Zigbag seemed super frustrated. One night, she called us all together. She was sitting on the floor, which was super weird. I think she did that to be literally below us and look up at us with teary eyes. I don't know, like some psychological body language trick.
Life is hard, and it gave me two choices: to break or to become harder than life itself. I chose to be strong. I chose to accept your father's proposal to raise 5 girls that aren't mine, raise them in poverty and hunger.
It's not like men were lined up to marry you, but okay, we get your point. What do you want from us?
I want you to stand beside me, to help me help your dad become a better man, a father and a husband who cares.
He's already a good man. Shut up, Mia. She has a point. We have to help her. I mean, helping her is helping us. We deserve a better life. Are you living under a rock, moron? This woman has been fighting with Dad for months. Like, screaming at him and breaking things sometimes? She's miserable. Listen, Zigbag, Dad doesn't love you. You'll never be good enough for him. He loves our mom, and you're not Mom. You'll never be like her.
Then I'll leave. I already packed my bags.
I tried running after her and convincing her to come back, but she said she couldn't take it anymore and just left. I was also surprised that Eva and Debbie didn't stop her. When I asked them, Mia stepped in and said they also wanted Dad to be happy, and Zigbag was making him miserable. What Dad, exactly? Zigbag is the one taking care of us. Why are you being ungrateful? But just then, Cynthia grabbed me by the collar. Listen, Tuna Fist, stop acting like you're a good D person. Shut up and just go put some makeup on or I'll break your face. I was sad that night. Okay, maybe sad was a bit of an exaggeration, because the next day, a new substitute teacher came and her eyes were bluer than the sky. I was mesmerized and forgot all about Zigbag. But the next day, her eyes were green. I asked her about it and she told me she was wearing lenses. Yep, you guessed it. I bought lenses in all colors, but I preferred the green ones. Mia said I was brave to wear lenses in a time when few people did. I don't know about being brave. I just saw it as another attempt to look pretty. I actually don't know why Dad didn't marry his ex instead of marrying our runaway mom. His ex was beautiful. Green eyes, tan skin. I'd have been looking like Ashwarya right now. Or the other supermodel. I forgot her name. Her name is similar to Adrenaline. With lenses, I looked okay. Like, not pretty, but not ugly either. But I was feeling empty. I thought maybe because Zigbag had been away for some weeks. So I went to Zigbag's parents' house and found her mom yelling at her for being a loser. When Zigbag saw me, she ran to me and hugged me. I begged her to come with me, and she said,
"Don't beg. Why did it take you so long, Tala?"
And she came home with me, just like that. I think she wanted Dad to miss her or something, but that didn't happen. Mia went crazy when she found out, but I ignored her. Yeah, but that night, Cynthia attacked me when I was asleep. Actually, I can't tell you how I fought back because it's too graphic for YouTube and MSA won't show it. MSA, you really have to find a way where we can say whatever we want without being limited or anything. I think you guys should hire me to help you with these problems. I won't charge much, only $15,000 monthly. Okay, so some years later, I graduated high school. I wanted to study literature and become a writer, but I also wanted to fix my nose. Although my stepmom and sister said I didn't need it. But I was convinced, and I needed money for the surgery. I found a job at Sephora. I loved it there. It's the perfect place to take revenge on rude customers. Just give her the cheapest, worst product. And a year later, I had the money for the surgery. But one day, Mia told me something. Tala, you don't need a nose job. You're beautiful. I swear, inside and outside. You know what? Sometimes I wished I was you. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. You're smart and kind. I envied how you could love Zigbag, even though everyone else tried to get rid of her. I really regret the way I treated her. Huh? Wait, you wished to be me? Yeah, you understand everyone. I admire your empathy. Please, don't do the nose job. You really don't need it. You do love yourself. Just embrace your beauty. Oh yeah, I'm doing it cause I love myself. Okay, fine, I'll think about it. Now you can stop being the big sister and go away. Maybe go apologize to Zigbag and kiss her forehead. You know, some drama to show how regretful you are. Now leave, I'm busy writing something. I thought about what she said for like 2 hours and nope, I wasn't convinced. I did it. I liked the result, although it didn't really change my face or anything. I looked cuter, but now I don't think I really needed it that much. After the recovery, I started college. Mia got married to our neighbor. Turned out she'd been dating him since forever, and Cynthia said she was into girls. Surprise! I loved my college years, and I got a lot of attention from guys, but I only had eyes for one guy, Brad. I knew he also liked me back, but he was shy, so I made the first move. I can tell you like me, so why don't you just say it?
Cause you're very pretty and I get nervous around you.
You think I'm pretty?
You have Moroccan beauty. My mom is Moroccan. Your tan skin and features are amazing, but if only your eyes were dark brown or, excuse me, I talk too much when I'm—
Animator, stop. Stop right there. Oh, so now I'm like these MSA girls. Moroccan beauty?
Yeah, why not?
1 second. Just let me take off my lenses then. Okay, Animator, you can unfreeze. No, wait. These are lenses. My eyes are dark brown.
You're prettier without them. More natural.
So we started dating. Brad was amazing and he really loved me. He was even close to Dad. I graduated college and married Brad. I gave birth to a beautiful boy and I named him Zach, after my dad. Oh, by the way, things between Dad and Zigbag got better. He had a work accident and he couldn't walk for months. Zigbag took care of him and it made them closer. They're not lovebirds, but things at home are peaceful and lovely. Like, you enjoy your visit there. It feels warm. I wrote my first novel. It was actually about Zigbag's life. I think her life is interesting, especially that her stepdaughter is me. And yep, I love myself, my family, my career, and my beauty. Okay, we're done. If you enjoyed my story and you want to hear more about Zigbag's amazing life, please comment, "We love Tuna Fists and Zigbag." See ya!